Hello, it is good to see you. Thank you for tuning in to another video on Yoga with Paige. I'm sure you've heard of Sun Salutations, but have you heard of or practiced Moon Salutations? That is what we are discussing today, what both of these things are, the similarities between them, and the slight differences. So let's get ready to dive into these different opposing energies. Depending on the type of yoga that you practice, there are some poses that we do just because they feel good, and it also depends on, like I said, why you are practicing, what type. But a lot of these poses or transitions or linkage of movements, like salutations, for example, they have a purpose. They came from a certain lineage, they have a history. There's a reason why we link these poses together. So Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar, those are the ones that most people are more familiar with. They bring energy into the body. They are meant to energize, awaken the chakras. They are a lot of times performed early in the morning to awaken the body and mind. We think of synchronizing breath to movement because in these, and there are a lot of different variations, but in all of these variations, we are focused on the transitions between the poses. So finding that sense of body-mind union, that fluidity between the postures, linking one breath on an inhale and the next breath on an exhale. We are facing fully forward to the front of the mat, the short end of the mat, for the entire Sun Salutation sequence. But there's a lot of differences that come with the Moon Salutation. So Sun Salutations, thinking of more of a yang energy. So fiery, fierce, hot energy. And Moon Salutations are kind of the opposite. So Moon Salutations are Chandra Namaskar. And these are meant to be a cooling, kind of more of a meditative practice. Both of these salutations can be meditative in their own right, but Moon Salutations, we focus more on the poses themselves. These postures are, in their natural form, more cooling, more restorative postures. We hold them for a little bit longer. You don't have to move as quickly as you do in Sun Salutations. And these bring about that yin energy. So they're cooling. They're usually practiced more at nighttime before bed. They are practiced a lot with a full moon, but you don't have to wait for a full moon to practice these. Like I said, they are great to kind of cool the body down before a nice rest. And in contrast to Sun Salutations facing the top of the mat, Moon Salutations really give you more of a 360 view. We really move around the mat a lot more. So you begin facing the front of the mat, you turn to the long edge, you face the back of the mat before kind of flowing back. So if you repeat these postures, you will end up kind of spinning in circles, getting all different viewpoints. And these postures stretch a different kind of group of muscles. They really target the glutes and different muscles than Sun Salutations. So Sun Salutations extend strength, stretch a lot of the spine. They focus a lot on the upper part of the body as well as we are drawing our elbows in, thinking of chaturanga, kneeling close to the earth. We practice these more in the beginning of the day or in the beginning of our yoga practice as a nice full body warm-up, as they are kind of an ode to the sun. So we're bringing that heat into our body. We are really honoring the sun and that fiery, fierce, assertive energy, allowing it to transmit into our own body and allow us to transform this energy and work with it inside of our own body. So Moon Salutations, like I said, done more at the end of the day, can be a great stress reliever. It can help promote better sleep, a little sense of creativity as we do face around different areas of the mat, unlike our sun salutations. And I do believe moon salutations don't date back as far as sun salutations, but I am not 100% positive on that, so don't quote me on it. But moon salutations are definitely less popular and less talked about and practiced than sun salutations. Sun salutations have a deep, deep root in the yogic world. Sun salutations and moon salutations both have many different sequences, variations, modifications. They have A, B, C, D, variation. There's so many different ways to practice these linkage of movements. And sun salutations generally have less postures than moon salutations, especially to the point that we face one way, we start to face the back of the mat, and then we cycle through them again. So thinking of your Sun Salutation A, you have your mountain pose, Tadasana, your forward fold, Uttanasana, your halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana, your plank pose, I don't know what that is off the top of my head in Sanskrit. We have our Chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog. And then we step to the front of the mat and have these poses over again. I believe there is an actual count of 12 of these poses in Sun Salutations. And my general knowledge is about 17 to 20 of Moon Salutation poses. And these have different postures that really make me think of more feminine kind of energy, which goes along with the yin, which is goddess pose. We can really tap into our sacral chakra through the moon salutations. We're doing poses like goddess pose, triangle, skandasana or side lunge, malasana or yogi squat. So a lot of poses that really open through the hips, connect to our base of our spine, our base of our center of creativity and inspiration, and just a really, really grounding sense of flow. So really helping you to feel more into the body and get that meditation zone going. So that was the general basic differences that I had to share with you today. This was a little quick introduction to the contrasting nature of these opposing energies and ways that you can use them in your practice to fit your different moods, your different energies, the different times of day you're practicing. Maybe you want to take 30 minutes in the morning to flow through some sun salutations, and then 30 minutes at night before bed to flow through some moon salutations, and start to feel the different energies and work with them. So I will quickly kind of go through a Sun Salutation A and a Moon Salutation, one of the Moon Salutation flows that I practice, just to give you a little overview of what we talked about. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this quick little chat. And I would love to know which one your favorite is. Which one do you enjoy more? I feel like Moon Salutations, I enjoy the postures a lot more and it feels more connecting to me, but I do enjoy the fierce fieriness of the Sun Salutations. So I would love to know your thoughts below, and I will play both of these for you now.